Tonight, the Latino Scholarship Fund of Western Massachusetts hosted an in-person celebration to honor this year's 12 scholarship recipients. The event honors those devoted in their efforts in empowering the Latino community. Organizers of tonight's event telling Western Mass News celebrations like these encourage the next generation of students.
Holyoke is one of the highest per capita population of Puerto Ricans in this nation, along with other Hispanic groups. We have to sit there, we have to empower our next generation of students. And this is how we do it.
We also spoke with award recipients at tonight's event. They tell us it's an honor to be recognized and to feel the support of the community.
Having the love and joy of helping lift others up in the Latino community is really, truly meaningful to me.
Tonight's celebration was held at the Log Cabin in Holyoke.